Yep. I knew that just giving you a little bit of a low value would just like the
if
rancor.
it was reasonable value,
yeah, whatever. Just the rancor over a few
nothing,
talents.
if it was nothing,
Talent
this is
and
more
75
frustrating
gold.
than if it was zero. Just we're appropriating it.
Right.
It's like a waiter getting a 10
Eminent domain, motherfucker. Here's your $10,000. Give me your house. It's like, but my house is worth 100,000.
Yep, not anymore.
Market value. Market value's gone down because eminent domain. It's like a circular log. Anyways.
Yeah, put him in the dungeon.
Okay, yeah, you shuffle him downstairs into the place where you're pretty sure you can't get out of. You lock the door and
Have
you
you been
keep him.
fed?
He nods.
All right. Well, we'll bring you something to read, I suppose.
He actually he perks his eyes up like he hasn't probably read anything in I don't know 6 months.
We have some spell books, we have some books on magic. Perhaps you haven't read. You can peruse those for a while till I figure out exactly what's going on.
Okay, his head cocks down and he mutters a thank you, kind of under his breath. Thank you.
And I shall bring some more candles for light.
You should have read some books on roguing because we were trying to teach him how to be a rogue, but I guess we never really started that.
No, you did. He's got a couple
successes.
successes.
You got introductory lock picking and how to win at draw and stuck. Bluffing your way to victory with.
Okay.
Yeah, Phineas will find like a couple like non-magical books, like just essays on magic or something.
Yep.
For him.
Some treaties that you're pretty sure he
yeah.
won't be able to prepare spells from, and
Yeah.
with your knowledge arcana, there is no escape. No mistake is made.
Yep. Okay, and then he's going to send word via Nyx to Duncan because he doesn't want to talk to the cow.
Did you?
The wizardling is at the tower? ? Why? The Duke asked for him.
Okay. You receive a message back from Duncan, and Duncan says to be held there until the artifact of the enemy is retrieved.
Ah.
Unless you have another way for the wizardling to learn shadow magic. His studies in this realm will begin at as soon as it's possible.
He's going to be honest. I have nothing with which to teach him shadow magic. You must wait for the crucible, it seems.
Okay.
It's in letter form.
Is Phineas aware of the book that...
He is aware of the book.
Okay.
He said, I have nothing.
I said, I have nothing to teach him shadow magic with.
Okay.
And I'm not even
Okay.
Well, if he's put in the crucible, he gets possessed by the shadow or whatever. Will that necessarily teach him shadow magic?
You don't know.
I have to study the artifact.
Yep.
Which is why I took Legends Lore.
All right,
That's a spell.
You do get an order back from the Duke. In Duncan's, it basically says find a way. This is your top priority.
Okay. All right. I'm not sending anything back.
Okay.
I got it.
The final thing is that he expects updates every 10 days.
Okay.
And there's a scheduled appointment 10 days from now where you will appear before the Duke to give your first update. You get the sense the Duke is very impatient.
I've got a sense the Duke is
You
not
probably
gonna...
out of my cold dead, don't
So I'll put beside Phineas, update Duke. See Duke.
This Duke's a problem.
Phineas gonna have to learn the Glibden spell.
What is he, a bard now?
This Duke is Shadow Duke now.
Yeah, it's the Shadow Duke.
He's the Shook. Yeah.
The Shook. Nice, I like it. Perfect. All right, let's go to the Circus of Dread. A bunch of teleportation.
Whole bunch of percentiles. Who ends up in the middle of who knows where?
Okay, so Godiva. So I need a teleport, 2 teleports as you're going to deliver Godiva to Fallen Stone.
All right, 2 teleports. Why?
Teleport there. Teleport back.
First off, how many teleports? How many teleports per day does the party have?
Okay, so this one.
Because I may not even. It just may.
May just happen.
It's just a random chance that you teleport into someplace dangerous and be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, there's a big fucking dragon or
So
something.
I think Arlen doesn't have them a sorcerer yet. He only has one a day.
Okay.
But Grizaak.
Yeah, Grizaak's
But
the one that's
Quizac.
Grizaak has
Cataract.
6 a day.
Dogger boner.
Let me check.
Dug a bone.
He has no, sorry, he only has 4 a day.
That's not a lot. That's not even enough to do the whole thing.
You go. Chick, 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 chick.
2, 3, 4.
So it's 5 total.
And you bring 3 people at a time. It feels like you spend that 5 days just ferrying people around.
I can take 3 people with him.
In one day, you could take 3 people to a place.
6 people.
6 people.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Assuming all the percentile rolls are good.
With
Assuming-
with Arlen's teleport as the backup. Which means you're taking 4 people. Because Arlen's there with you as the backup.
Arlen always has to go back and forth, so yeah.
How familiar are they with Vaddapol, and how familiar are they with Citadel-by-the-Lake?
It feels like it's a 2 or 3 day thing to get everyone to a place. Which means that if you do Godiva first, she has still time to do her training. Godiva is in Fallen Stone. Before Godiva leaves, however, what is she doing in her time? Like, it looks like she was training, but what does she do in her off time?
Oh, she you know what? She likes flying around the town, showing off Mr. Prancy Pants. He's her pride and joy.
Okay.
And she would probably eventually find the retreat, because elves are so sophisticated. It's just amazing what they've done here.
It sounded like some weird
All right.
Disney adventure crossed with something. I don't know what
One, you were in a market. 2, you're in a place where you're having lunch. 3, you're in the retreat. 1, you're in the marketplace. So you were in the marketplace, but the old gods, near something called the Well of Faith, and you've got people coming up to Prancy Pants, and they're really amazed at this. And you notice that a bunch of goblins. These goblins look like they were in little rough spun tunics and doing menial tasks, but they do come up to you.
Oh, hello.
Godiva! That is Godiva! Yes, and her great monster!
Monster, this is my baby, Mr. Prancy Pants. Mr. Prancy Pants, say hello.
Ah! Yes! You are new Goblin Queen!
I'm sorry, what?
Old Goblin Queen gone! You are new queen! We take vote! We did not take vote, we take fight! We take fight vote!
Oh, well, I'm flattered. I truly am, but Okay, I'll be your queen, sure.
But we have one question for you. No, we have many questions, but one question that is paramount. What is paramount? I don't know.
Ask the question.
Which one?
The important question. You have an important question for your queen.
Are you married? That's not the question, you nincompoop. No, the question is, are you going to eat us?
No, why on earth would I ever eat you?
The big fat one that's trying to be our new queen is sometimes eats us.
What new fat one?
The one that sucks us dry.
Who is this that is doing this to my people?
She is horrible.
Where can I find this gargantuan fat goblin?
And then sometimes they throw us into a pit. Yeah. And they let Voxy Prim cut us to pieces.
What is a voxy prim? I don't know this. What is a voxy prim?
It's a little horrible sprite thing. Yeah, it's a quickling. She cuts us to pieces.
Oh, that's not right.
As a punishment, we get to carry her box around, and whoever carries their box around has their bits get cut off.
Well, there'll be no more of that, I assure you.
Okay. So, you're going to kill Mamma Bloodbear?
What is that?
She's trying to become new queen. We do not like Mamma Bloodbear. No, but don't tell her we said that. No, we love Mamma Bloodbear.
Oh, okay. I'll go have a look at Mamma Bloodbear if she thinks she's the queen.
Okay. So, are the two queens going to fight? That would be amazing to watch. Yes, and the winner becomes the queen. We will tell everyone.
I think Mamma Bloodbear and I should have a chat first.
They're going to spell chat fight first. Yes, they are going to talk first. Make fun of each other and then fight.
We shall see, okay?
But Mamma Bloodbear fatter than her. She's not fat. Yes, but maybe she gets fat with child afterwards.
Okay, don't go pushing the luck.
They're jostling.
Hey, you goblin scum on a paid for you for nothing. Get back to work.
Some guy comes yelling out.
Where can I find this Mamma Bloodbear?
You go to the house of civilized goblin, of the grim goblin, down in outside city.
Okay, I will go talk to them.
Enough of! Get back to work, you lazy bastards! Some guy is coming out waving a rolling pin at some baker.
Hey, there's no need for that.
What the? He looks at Godiva, looks at Prince Pants, looks back to Godiva. Yeah, get back to work. Scratching his head, looking at Prancy
That's
Pants.
right, you go back inside.
Yes, we don't need these jobs if you become queen.
Why do you think that is?
'Cause we allowed to come home. We're tired of being eaten by trolls.
Yes,
I've never been eaten by troll, but I think it would be very tiring.
She mounts Mr. Prancy Pants. I will go have a talk with this Mamma Bloodbear, and we'll see if we can't come to an arrangement.
Does Godiva ride standard or side saddle?
She rides side saddle, of course.
That's
She's a lady.
Got a perch on the side of Prancy Pants.
You go get her! Make a fun of how fat she is!
Mamma Bloodbear's scary. You might want to bring somebody.
She doesn't know, though. She doesn't know what a Mamma Bloodbear is.
Yeah, she is fat without having baby!
You were just informed of some nasty shit.
Yeah.
She takes us die! Oh, that's probably bad.
Alright, what is Godiva doing?
She's going to find the House of the Grim Goblin. Mark can't find it anymore. He's stuck in the docks now. Fingers.
Oh, where did you drag Godiva?
Oh, yeah, I'm way off. Hang on. Oh, God damn it.
entire civilization of goblins. Nice.
There's the house. Goblin Queen's house. I'll figure it out.
Okay, you notice the Goblin Queen's house actually has guards around it that are human.
Okay, didn't expect that.
You notice that there is a wheelbarrow outside with some goblin corpses in it. And that there's nary a goblin to be seen near the house of the Goblin Queen.
Okay. She will ask one of these human guards. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello, down here.
Okay, 2 soldiers come out. You! Get down from there!
Who are you to tell me what I should do? You know what, that's who. I'm looking for someone called Mamma Bloodbear.
They look at each other like they're confused a little bit. Damn goblins. Look at this one. She's dressed up like she thinks she's pretty or something. They take a step forward.
What do you mean, thanks? You look physically wounded.
Get out of here.
Hey. The Prancy Pants doesn't like the touchy ones.
Get out of here. They're waving you off. They don't even take out their weapons. They don't see you as a threat.
Where is Mamma Bloodbear?
Give you a diplomacy check.
I have diplomacy as a skill.
Are you good at said skill?
Not particularly, because they don't get a lot in what you would call the skill point department. Did I have that there? Yeah. Okay.
Where is Mamma Bloodbear? Oh, there she is.
10. Alright. $29.
The fat slob's holding court at the house. And they point kind of behind them, not at the Goblin Queen's house, but at another building.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, you should probably get your weird ass over there.
My ass is not weird, it's glorious, and you know it.
The fuck was that pink thing? I don't know. Most unnatural. Can't wait to get back to Vinvasa. Yeah, I've had enough of this place. They're just chatting.
She goes to wherever court is being held.
Oh yes, it looks like a house that all of the shutters and doors and windows have been removed from the house, and there's the goblins have a cook fire going on inside, and there's just smoke coming out of one window. There's all sorts of graffiti and paint around the house itself, and trash just seems to be belched out of the windows and from the doors from the place, and kind of like trampled into like a mash that runs in and out of the house. The place looks truly disgusting. This is hundreds of years of going backwards in goblin culture. Of course, Godiva knows that there are places where goblins have not become civilized, that they are not the line of Mazatec and others.
Oh, they haven't found the way yet. The way of the wise Mazatec.
There's a couple of goblin children playing with a half-dead rat, completely naked.
Oh, take that out of your mouth. Take it out of your mouth. Oh.
The goblins they're looking up at Prancy Pants, and pretty soon there's a flood of goblins, little tiny children goblins, at least 20 of them that are all around Prancy Pants. Children love Prancy Pants.
Of the prince.
Oh, they're dirty and not cared for, and some of them are malnourished, and there's a hint of disease.
Oh, that's unfortunate. This is sad.
There's not a parent in sight, although you can hear some goblins cheering and jeering, like some sort of meeting is going on inside.
All right. She will enter the room, astride Mr. Prenty Pants.
Okay. Okay. The children are following, and you can see that there is a large table where Mamma Bloodbear is sitting at the end of it, and she seems to be snacking on something. It does look like it is a cat. There are a number of people around her, mostly goblins, although there's a human woman that is sitting to Mamma Bloodbear's left, and she's looking rather pleased with herself. Bring in the next traitor, says Mamma Bloodbear, and a bunch of the goblins are pounding their weapons and shields on the table, as well as weapons on the shields, as another goblin is being dragged in. There's something under the table that scares you, as it's playing with like a recently decapitated goblin skull.
Okay.
A goblin is being brought in. So, you tried to run away.
No, I tried to run away from Drull.
You tried to run away from my orders.
No.
You contradicting me?
No?
Then you're guilty.
No, not guilty.
Mamma Bloodbear.
All right, that's enough.
Spin the wheel, and you notice they've got some weird wheel-like thing with all sorts of punishments on it.
She flies Mr. Fancy Pants and knocks over the wheel.
Oh, who is this?
From underneath the table.
I wanted.
How dare you interrupt my court? You're the fancy goblin from the north, aren't you?
Well, fancy from the north. But I am the fanciest of the fancy, so yes.
Mamma Bloodbear. Why am I not finding... Oh, I need to go to...
I'm here to tell you that you're gonna let all of these goblins go.
They're my goblins now. Mine, she says.
I have some very powerful friends. You don't want to fight them. You can keep your humans and your orcs and whatever else you have here. I just want my people.
Why do you think your words have any sway here?
For I am the Goblin Queen.
This seems to enrage Mamma Bloodbear, and she stands up from her chair and slams a meaty fist down into the table.
Oh, that looked like effort. I mean, the standing part.
There was a bit of a crack in the table, and the cat corpse got like flung. She is very angry.
Watch out for the magic jarring.
Time to go.
Demon Lord Nemi ready as a villain point.
Oh, Demon Lord Nemi.
Yeah, those are reserved for Magnus. Rarely straight man.
You're misinformed. I am the new Goblin Queen. Mamma Bloodbear, Queen Bloodbear. There's something about her that's really, really disturbing.
You mean all of her?
All of her, yeah. She's got claws and teeth.
It's probably easier to decipher what's not disturbing about her than what.
When you kill her, can I have the fluffy?
You hear this little innocent voice from underneath it. You bow to me, Queen.
The Goblin Queen bows to no one. And she realize she's got an idea that she's out of her depths here. She's gonna make for a door or window.
Roll for initiative. They don't want to let you go.
Actually,
Dimension door? I think Summoner's Kid is a third.
Yeah, they could put it into fucking
I don't
potions.
have third level spells.
It's always good to let your friends know where you are.
Do I? Do
Do
not.
you have a panic button?
Okay, so we've got Mama. We've got her elite, and then we've got goblins.
I have a feeling we might have to. You know how you teleported everybody away there? Oh, this is before the teleporting.
This is
happened.
before the teleporting, yep.
Yep. There might be an adventure.
And
before the
Godiva?
teleporting.
There might not be. It might just be they found her body.
Okay, Godiva has... Alright, Mama's got... Oh, she rolled a 1! Come on! Come on, Modron!
There's going to be a bunch of goblins that are coming to worship Arlen as the lover of Godiva.
Alright, what did Godiva get as her initiative?
She got a 9 total.
9.4, okay. The goblin...
No, 9 total, so 5.4.
Got it. No, 9.4. The total was 9, and 4 of it came from her dex. Alright, the goblins are going at 15, but they're probably going to let the big, well, they're at 19. Goblins have good initiatives. And their elites. 15. Alright, so it's the goblins. They are stunned that someone is talking back.
She thinks that they are stunned that she is so beautiful. She's quite positive, in fact.
What a hard stroke with a villain point. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna. I think that's a one-time thing. Otherwise, we're just having this rash of heart attacks. Goblins. I'll have to come up with something different. The goblins are like amazed. They all stand back from the battle at hand, clearing the path, which will likely mean destruction. Roxy Sobernaut, what was she?
I don't remember.
I believe she was. I want to say she was an alchemist.
Roxy Sobernaut was the female goblin oracle of Maglubiet. Okay.
Yeah. I remember we gave them to her, or gave her to them.
Okay, so she backs away, and she's simply going to cast Bane. I think Bane you get a saving throw against.
It's opposite of Bliss.
Yeah.
It's a will negates.
Yeah.
So DC 15.
Oh, 10.
And then
Because I'm on my mouse.
Prancy Pants also gets a save.
She got a 21.
Okay. There's a crackle as she calls out to Maglubiet of dark energy that kind of goes along the roof of the room.
I'm not confident about Mr. Prancy Pants, though. No, he did not. Mr. Prancy Pants failed.
Okay. So he's at a -1 to attack, -1 to saving throws. There's fear. Voxy Prim. Let's find her. Okay, something is stabbing at Mr. Prancy Pants' ankles from beneath the table.
Oh no!
This would be, her size would be tiny.
Say, Sax, the damage comes from, no doubt, Dex and Sneak attack.
Yep. You haven't reacted yet, so there's a little thing that came into your square and is attacking underneath you. This would be 12, 13. Critical threat with a dagger. AC 26, flat-footed.
That'll do it.
Critical hit.
D100.
Nancy, no, what would I do without you for a day?
What would I do without you now when I have to physically run away?
Oh no!
this is bad. This can be really bad.
Visibility.
86 on the crit chart.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing crit.
Amazing critical and D6 bleed.
For her build, is the amazing part doesn't do as much because she has so much sneak attack damage.
D4 is medium. D3 is small. This is a D2 dagger plus
7 dex.
8 for dex plus
So-
1 for magic
So
plus
24.
2d6 for level. So this becomes 2d2, no, amazing critical, 3d2 plus 27 plus 2d6 seek attack. Okay. Something got jammed right through one of the knees of Mr. Prancy Pants for 44 points of damage.
Holy shit.
It's magic. I don't know if...
That doesn't matter.
Stab, 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 stab.
She's in your square.
It's mine! It's mine! The blue picnic is mine!
4, that's off.
She's gotta go.
Told you we should have bought it.
Okay, so that's the goblins, the elite. There's one more. There is a spell being cast from Anna Goblin Friend. And you can see there's a swirl of fire that's now in her hand. You can give me a spellcraft check.
Oh, sorry. I don't think she's that spellcrafty, to be honest.
Okay. Well, she
Hang on,
taught...
no, she's got it, though. She's got a chance. Don't get me wrong.
She
Just no, Phineas.
nat 20 produced fire into Godiva's face.
Oh, okay.
Spell crit, spell crit, spell crit, spell crit.
Go ahead.
Do something fun. Because
Well,
you're
again, that's a...
Yeah, I'm just looking up the damage. 1d20 plus 8 for the
I figured out what the spell is.
flat-footed touch AC of 11.
No,
You have some deflection or something?
I have deflection.
She's small
and
and
she's
has
small.
deflection.
Got
Small
it.
and deflection.
Okay. So it only does 1d6 point plus 5 damage. Not a spell crit. For 7 damage in Godiva. There's some fire in your hair and catching your hair on fire a little bit.
You bitch!
Yeah, there are a bunch of women, that are deciding the future of the House of the Grim Goblin. At least the Goblin faction of this. Now it's Godiva's turn.
Oh, Godiva did not like that.
Something underneath you murdering Mr. Prancy Pants. Yeah, there's horrible noises. Not in the idle balls. Just a big
there's
couple
bells.
of
Ding,
Pokemon
ding,
balls.
ding, ding.
Pokeballs. The Pokeball.
2 of them.
Godiva is going to cast invisibility on herself.
Okay.
No, invisibility. Yeah, on herself.
I'm going to cast
Yes,
defensively.
Yes, defensively. I think she...
Because you're threatened by the little psycho.
Yeah, I don't have to roll 2 rolls.
Wait a sec. How small is the psycho?
Tiny.
Might not be able to
Tiny
reach.
shares space with a small creature.
With a medium?
Well, no, but it's you're in the
Oh, yeah.
medium creature square.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's so fucked up. It has to be able to.
Otherwise, putting the small creature on the medium creature makes it impossible for the tiny creature.
But
to attack.
dismounting means both of you are fucked up in the same square, right? So we'll say that yes while you're mounted.
Yeah, and the same with like an elephant rider type thing. Yeah.
Oh, she... Oh! Failed! By 1!
Okay. You could try to run. There are goblins basically in every entryway out of the room that you're in.
But can she fly up,
You could fly up in the room.
like over their heads?
Oh, I see. You fly to get by. Yeah, you could squeeze out to fly out.
Yeah, she's gonna try and do that.
Okay, Voxy will take a AOO against.
Fancy
Mr.
pants.
Prancy Pants.
I think she misses. What was it? Plus 12? Plus 13?
Yeah, she misses.
AC 15?
Misses.
She's now crying. False crocodile
You
tears.
gotta kill that little quickling. Sorry, but. she's
And
gotta-
you're flying out. So basically, you're squeezing and flying out. Does Prancy Pants have perfect flight?
No, Prancy Pants has average maneuver ability.
Okay, you're flying through a house where he has to tuck his wings in. So I think there's a DC 15 fly check to get out of the door.
Mr. Prancy Pants has a plus 19.
Oh,
Fly.
so he kind of does this bobbing weave, and you manage to get out of the house. But people's gonna follow you. Mamma Bloodbear, I think, can fly as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Arlen's gonna be outside enjoying the sun. See Mr. Prancy Pants coming. Arlen.
Oh, look! Is it
Arlen.
There's Godiva. What's that behind her?
Why are they mad at us? I don't understand what's happening.
No, he's
Okay.
looks up like.
Mamma Bloodbear is flying out of the. She activates an item and then flies, so she's kind of behind you. As you're starting to take the air, Mamma Bloodbear is just flown out of the.
What's the speed of Prancy Pants?
60.
Okay.
Come back here, she says.
No, I don't think I will.
All right, goblins are all cheering and hooting and hollering. The elite, Voxy Prim comes running out.
Get back here, Mr. Prancy Pants! You're gonna dance for me!
Kill that little thing. I don't care if it's level 3, 6 years old. That thing's
Oh,
gonna
come
go.
on. Damian wants it as a pet. He's gonna have to
Roxy
kill
is
me.
going to just bless the goblins because that's what second level oracles do.
Yep.
And Anna,
As a follower or
Anna goblin friend comes to a window and whips a little firebolt up at Godiva.
Oh.
This is against your non-flat-footed touch AC.
Yeah.
AC 17.
No, I have to check.
That's close.
Oh shoot! I should have used. No, I couldn't. Never mind.
Marty, just by chance, would Grizaak happen to be flying anywhere nearby?
No. Grizaak on a broom. Why is Grizaak on a broom? Because he's the witch. He's the wicked Grizz of the.
17, you said?
Yes.
Are you saying it's Grizaak on a plunger?
He's on a plunger!
He's on a shitty shovel.
Touch 17. All rusty and broken.
7 fire damage to Godiva.
Alright.
This one hits you in the back.
You're a shit server.
Godiva, what are you doing?
Godiva is casting.
Come here, you little upstart. You're going to suffer.
It's time to drink those Red Bulls.
Suffer your breath and body
Might
odor,
need to.
perhaps. She's trying to taunt the creature so it keeps following.
Okay.
And she'd also like to cast Rejuvenate Eidolon.
What you say here? Would you make the
All
crappy
right. And then
druid
how
here?
fast is Mr. Prancy Pants moving? Because
Like
concentrate.
a
You
fly run speed.
okay. That means you're on a galloping horse and trying to cast a spell. So you'll have to make
Okay.
a concentration check.
Yep. What's the DC for that?
Let's just check here.
It's either 20 plus spell level or 25.
25.
What spell-
Concentration.
What level's your spell?
I'm looking it up right now. A galloping horse is violent motion, concentration check DC 15 plus level of spell you're casting.
Oh, never mind then.
Done.
So yeah, times 4. These are half squares. And this, or sorry, these are 10-foot hexes. So he's got a 60-foot movement.
Yeah.
So 240 feet. So 120 feet away.
And she. Are you kidding me? Mark rolls again.
All right, so you're heading in the general direction of the Sunrise House, where Arlen and the others are.
She does heal Mr. Prancy Pants for 11.
Oh, big money.
Yeah, I know. What an awesome roll.
That first round, I think you have to fly straight up to get over the walls.
Fair enough.
So you're kind of you do a flying run up, and you're now over the walls. You see a guard like, "Hey!"
3d10 plus 7. That is goddamn terrible.
I know.
There's just some guard that's like, "Hey!" and you're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Go through the gate!
Sorry!
You're like a fucking guard with his paperwork. He's like, and then the thing, the goblin on the pink unicorn flew over the...
Flew past, be chased by the fat goblin.
Right.
Stop drinking on the job.
Mamma Bloodbear is flying after you. She does a running fly, and she's behind you.
Okay.
Does she have the run feat or combat reflexes?
Yeah.
And no, whoa, keep going.
Oh, she's not in threatening you. She was a little bit.
Right.
She was a little bit behind you in space. You leave the screaming goblins behind. I'm just going to erase them from the initiative.
Yep.
The elites at this range. This is a 240 feet. Let me check the range of produce fire.
Someone was, yeah, exactly. So a flying goblin and a pink unicorn. Followed by a fat goblin.
Fat bugbear. Yep, the elite are now no longer in this fight, which just means that Godiva and Mamma. So, Godiva, what are you doing?
Aerial combat.
She is booting it to Arlen.
Okay, you're almost overlooking Sword Street. As you're hoping that Arlen is.
I can't believe someone so fat could move so quickly. It's amazing. Good for you.
Mamma Bloodbear simply matches your speed and is flying at you. Come here, you upstart! Come here!
She casts invisibility on herself.
Godiva? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. 15 plus spell level, so DC 17.
Yeah, let's see if this works. Yeah. I can
15
spell
plus
that.
spell level, DC 17. Is invisibility third?
No, it'd be.
Am I not?
Second?
No, second. Yeah, sorry.
How long have you been playing this game?
Yeah, got a 35.
Just started this year.
Just started this year, huh? Okay. Yep. Godiva is now invisible, but her.
Mr. Prancy Pants is still visible.
Okay, and then he's running at full tilt.
Yeah.
I think I dropped it too early. Yeah, 20 more feet. Okay, you pass over Sword Street, and you're now starting to rise up towards the Sunset House. You see the retreat where you actually wanted to have lunch today. Maybe not. Mamma Bloodbear is following.
And the last time they heard of Mamma
You can't get away from me.
I already did. You already can't see me.
just keep following.
You'll get tired eventually.
Next round, she's gonna try and heal. Oh, I gotta make sure I got enough spells for that. But
Okay, Godiva.
she is going to. Yeah, I got some interesting math there. She's going to cast another rejuvenate eidolon.
Okay, attempt to.
Yes, attempt to. And...
Look at Godiva having her first plot line. Fucking Mark with the concentration rolls.
Yeah!
Alright, so you're beginning to climb. now towards the sunrise house.
Should get that feat that lets you use a
Alright.
bonus to that.
That's better. She heals it 29. Mr. Prancy Pants 29 damage this time.
Okay, Mamma Bloodbear is matching your speed. Kind of flying through the air like Superman, but kind of like blimpish and kind of doing these weird swirls as she's flying.
Oh no, she's almost upon us, Mr. Prancy Pants. Whatever will we do?
Mr. Prancy Pants honks like a llama.
Alright.
Balls.
I don't know what her sounding not sarcastic is.
Is there like an open window or something that she can like just crash through?
Yeah, there are some nice windows that are overlooking the sunrise house, and we'll see who's home.
outside.
Oh no.
Arlen just rolls out. What a beautiful day. I hope nothing
We'll
bad happens.
we'll roll randomly to see who's home when you come crashing in.
She like crashes through the kitchen windows. Like,
All right, who is there? Let me
facepalm.
have a look here. Let me have a look at the Luda sheet.
What time of day is this?
It's
like
middle
lunch. She
middle
was
of the
going
day.
for lunch, so it's like the middle of the day.
Yeah, Voxy Prim is pretty scary. They gotta train her up.
Lots of potential.
Yeah.
See, I'm of the mindset that if you find a monster, you should kill it.
Ahmed, we know that deep down all of your characters are lawful good or neutral good because Ahmed is lawful good, neutral good.
Ahmed can't help it.
Stupid good, lawful stupid.
Uh,
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you crash in through the window into the kitchen, and Callie and Sam have found a private moment. As they're trying out, we'll say one of the kitchen countertops. Mr. Prince comes crashing in. Bam!
Whoa!
Oh my God! Put the salami away. Oh God!
How'd you know I was coming?
Oh, Mr. Prancy Pants! She shoots some lettuce at Mr. Prancy Pants. They're kind of chuckling as they're trying to put on their pants. Maybe Sam isn't. I don't know. Oh, I see how it is. Hiding behind your ludus. You can hear something horrible mocking you outside.
What's that?
I was busy with something. What is that outside?
So,
It's really spoiling the mood.
That's a Mamma Bloodbear, and it's very angry.
All right, Sam, Callie, you're spending the round writing yourself, so okay. Godiva, what are you doing? She stopped. You could see her outside. She kind of flew up and is just. She's hesitant to go into the building where she knows all your gladiators are.
She shouts back, "Yeah, that's what I thought. Ain't got it in ya."
This isn't over, bitch.
Ow.
You'll be bending knee to me, cleaning my floors, or I'll be taking a shit in your skull.
is that really necessary?
I know it's not really. The imagination's just disgusting. What kind of filthy mind is that?
Hiding behind your silly little ludus. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, Mamma Bloodbear is pointing at Mr. Prancy Pants.
Just take her out.
Oh, she's not getting that close for that. Fuck that.
You come touch him. You come give him a little touch rude.
No.
Sunshine,
She's just gonna start flying
happiness,
away.
and
She's flying away
rainbows.
slowly, though. She's kind of like flying backwards, got like a bloated balloon of evil.
So, having fun?
Not so much, actually.
Sam Kelly, what are you guys doing?
How far away is she?
She is about 140 feet away from the open window that you guys crashed through.
Give him airwalk.
Oh, she's so gross, says
Sam
Callie.
can catch her.
Can Damian see her?
Damien's not there. We
Oh,
rolled.
he's not there?
We,
Okay.
we rolled to see who is.
Right.
Everyone is basically getting ready for the teleportations,
right.
and Sam and Callie were like, "Yeah, I got our bag. What do you want to do now?"
They're all busy.
Oh,
Having some premarital relations, we'll call it.
Gave her a ring.
You did.
where's Arlen? She oh, I'm sorry. How rude. She appears.
Think he's in the house.
Mamma Bloodbear is like running her finger across her neck and pointing at you. You being Godiva, but it's in the general direction. Callie is like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, fuck you.
Gotta find Arlen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like she floats away slowly and returns from whence she came. Okay, you find Arlen. Arlen was finished having a
Rubbing his temples for some reason.
He's like, "I got a
Something-
headache."
It's just something.
Ringing in my ears or something.
Why am I clenching all of a sudden? What's happening?
Yeah, you can see the gladiators all kind of gathering up their gear. Nibbles demanding his axe to be fixed or something like that.
I fixed it days ago, Nibbles. Take a look. The crack's gone.
Godiva comes out with Prancy Pants.
Yeah. Arlen. Darling Arlen, how are you
Ah,
today?
Diver, yes, I'm good. You ready? You're going to be traveling first.
Hmm.
I mean,
I
do you have
have-
bags, or are you...
She looks
do.
injured. She looks scorched, like somebody burnt part of her hair.
Fuck.
Prancy Pants has got all sorts of like sparkly blood along its underside.
Before you say anything, are we in any current danger?
No,
Nah, that bitch flew away.
not immediately. No.
Surprisingly
Back time.
fast for how plump she is.
Bergton, can you get to the... never mind. He'll do channel and healer.
Okay.
I don't know how much damage you have.
She's got 14.
68, but...
Okay, well,
I don't think you channel at D10s. I don't think you channel at D8s either.
Yeah, those are my cure spells. I've been playing this game... Damn it! 4th time's a charm! 17.
there.
Playing this game as long as I've known you.
She's all healed
I used to
up.
have hair. Like,
I used to have hair.
yeah, I never saw that though. That was an
It was
infinity ago.
temporary, it was only
Yeah, Demon, I'm not even sure they can. I'll have to think about that.
So, what happened?
Well, it turns out my people are being oppressed by a tyrant, and I went to confront her, and it didn't go in my favor.
Ooh,
Who are you referring to exactly?
This Mamma Bloodbear, oh, she's terrible, Arlen. You would despise this. I hesitate to call her woman.
She's not as beautiful as you, I take it.
Well, okay.
Who is?
Exactly. Like, let's not set standards that the other people can't meet. Callie might hear you.
So so is the Countess in danger?
It's hard to say. I don't think so.
Barakton, you are staying for sure. I was playing maybe yes and no. You are
But-
staying for sure.
Here's what we could do though. We could just go and take this Mamma Bloodbear and
It's called murder. We
no,
pay for
no,
it
it's
here.
not called murder. It's more of a unliping.
Damian,
Hmm?
you seem to be the only medicine for my mind pains. What can we do here legally to protect the Countess and ourselves if need be?
Well, Mamma Bloodbear. Does Mamma Bloodbear, like as a goblin, whatever the fuck she is, have any rights or anything? Or
You don't know her status. It's possible she could be a subject. If she's a subject, she has rights. If she's property, then she has not rights, but then she falls
she
under
has
property
value.
law. Yeah.
Well, it depends on if she's a subject or if she's property. If she's property, it's well, we've seen what happens with that. I'll have to go to court, and you'll pay a small fine. If she's a subject, you'll have to go to court, and you'll pay a small fine. Do whatever your little band of murderers wants to do. It doesn't matter to me.
Bertarn turns and looks at you at that. We are not murderers.
I've got 2 court cases that beg to differ.
Yes, well, we're cleaning up.
What's the
Barakton.
second one?
Barakton, I will leave you here to care for the Countess.
I will keep guard over this place from her and other things.
I will be doing sendings with you. On the
Keep in
day-
mind, now that I'm one of your gladiators, I need to have 3 fights this season.
Yes. When there is a fight that we've scheduled, we will use teleportation to pick you up.
I'm fine with having fights here.
Okay, I will consider that.
is
We are not around to. We're not around. I'm not around to heal you.
Marty?
Hmm.
Will Measley be looking after my father in town, or is he too sick to move, so to speak, or is they going back to?
Yeah, your family, we haven't got to like what you're saying to your family before you take off, but yeah, your family's going to stay here because it's not safe to return to Vinvasa. They can't afford teleportation, and he's too sick to move to travel.
Well, I'll tell you what, there, Tom. My manservant Measley, he's capable in alchemy. He could make you some potions and healing if you require it.
He nods. He's considering something, but doesn't.
I will have to prepare fight. I will have to prepare fights for you, but also I would prefer that you fight alongside us. In place that I have a watchful eye.
Perhaps me fighting one-on-one fights here will alleviate any concerns that others may have with our ludus traveling.
I agree with that.
We'll have to set up some fights, but we'll see how it goes. There's apparently a new commissioner. Not that we knew the old one as much, but we'll see what these fights are like.
There are honorable monks in this city.
And perhaps we can set up fights with them.
He nods. That would be appreciated.
All right, we'll do that then.
Damien leans down to Arlen. Does he know that monks are stupid?
Wait, what'd you say? Does he know that?
Monks are stupid.
I can hear you, you know.
Oh. Sorry.
Damian
Apology accepted.
is joking. Yes. All right. As you wish, Barakton. I will prepare. I will organize some fights between you and the monks. 3, and if there's any need for you, if we need you, I will let you know. I will be doing sendings with you to make
Are
sure
the
things
monks
are
still
fine.
mad at Damian or no?
I don't see why they'd be mad at me at all.
I'm not sure, but I believe bringing Barakton with us and meeting with them directly would be
I'm pretty certain Sam was in the crowd for that
beneficial.
fight with Bra. Because he didn't fight that turn, he just watched all the fights.
Though I did pin that Ephraim fellow down long enough for Nibbles to smack him with his axe. Maybe.
I would also like to observe some of the games that go on. We do have seats, I understand.
Excellent. Please report on what you find in regards to how the fights are being conducted, whether they're being fair, who's most likely winning, things like that, things of import.
Oh, he gets to stay here and sit on his duff, says Callie.
And fight. Would you like to join him?
I'm not a gladiator.
Didn't think so. Barakton?
She's not a gladiator.
I could be, she says.
No, I'm just jesting. All right, before we leave, we'll go. Barakton, if you join me, we'll.
What about the ugly bitch who came and smashed her window?
Yeah, we're gonna go and punch her in the face.
We should really do that, Arlen. It's in
She
the
was-
fingers. No one cares.
And
what
do what?
happens there.
Do what? Go and fight? Pick a fight. Is this what we're expecting
Arlen,
you to do? Go
Arlen.
and fight.
She's murdering people.
So the gladiators in the ring.
But
Well, that's
these are
in the ring.
innocents.
Ugg shifts away at that at that comment. Little arm scratching the back of his neck. Murdering.
What do you want? What is the result of this? Talk. Tell me what you'd like to happen.
Well, we get rid of this Mamma Bloodbear and
Define get rid of.
just eliminate from existence.
Kill. You say.
She's bad, Arlen. She's bad. She's got it coming.
She's not the only one. But there is a law here. And we do live in it.
It's
And
flexible at times.
we do represent the Countess. If we are fools, we have responsibilities.
So you're just gonna let her murder my people? Is that
No,
it?
I want to hear a plan. If you want to do something, tell me your plan. I'm not just
Set
gonna go
up
and fight
set up a
with
death
the
match, says Ugg.
between her and whom exactly?
She almost fought with us in the gladiator ring.
She did fight in last season's
Yeah, she-
games.
Well, I think we saw that end of season games, right?
Yeah,
Like the
that's right. Yeah, you did.
circus. She died in that one. Is why she came back. They must have used a spell.
Do you want to set up a fight between our top gladiators and her? Her and her top?
Sure, you can even put me in. That'll make it for. Yeah, if I'm in it, she'll say yes for sure.
All right, make it for later in the season. We got other things to do.
Exactly. We'll set that up then. We'll set that up.
She looks very.
Barakton.
She looks very disappointed in you, Arlen. Disappointed in you.
What would you have me do? Give shelter to the goblins?
The goblins will be fine without her. They don't need shelter. They just need her gone.
I'm not the savior of goblins. Have they converted to the source of light?
Maybe they could. Who knows?
Fuck my life. You have to think about this.
Well, we can send her. We could send a letter, you know. Bag full of poo. I'm pretty sure Grizaak has some. Light it on fire. Have a little note inside.
Right here.
You had that ready all this time.
Don't you? You got emergencies.
That's
We're
his
just,
pillow.
just gonna stand beside Damian instead. Thought I stepped in something.
It's good to flan it once in a while. Keep it soft. How did it... He looks at Edward. How did we end up here? All right. Godiva, give me a plan for how you want to proceed with Mamma Bloodbear. You want to go now? Set up a fight for soon? Why don't we set up a fight for... Fuck. If we set up a fight for a week, we have to spend the entire week doing that fight, right?
Yep.
Can't, like, travel, then teleport back.
Yeah, there's also some prep and...
Well, we just discovered it takes 2 full days to teleport one way.
Takes us 2 days
So a
to go
fight
one
is
way.
2 days teleport there, 2 days teleport back, and 1 day of fighting. It's 5 days minimum with the spells you have.
It'll get better the more powerful you become. Is basically the... Put it for near the end of the season. Godiva's not done her training yet. It's a Zug.
We'll have to get stronger. She's... Remember, we saw her fight. She's not someone to brush off.
Do we want to get some armor or something for the pants over here? I mean, it's bleeding, sort of. I think that's blood.
It's like gelatin with like sparkles.
It kind of looks like icing for a cake.
He looks like a diver. You tell me what your
Mr. Fancy Pants bleeds glitter green.
Yep.
You tell me what armor you need, and
Look
we'll
at
do
it.
our best. And then we can set up a fight for near the end of season. All right. It's the best I can do over a problem that appeared out of thin air.
Nothing thin about Mamma Blood.
It was pretty fat air if we're talking. You know, a hefty air.
We are not gonna go into
Big boned air.
their ludus and kill their Mamma Bloodbear, whatever she is. This is draft. Damian, could you draft up a note, please, and we'll have it sent to her and then sent to the commissioner as an official fight.
Fine, sure. Deathmatch for sure.
Oh yes, death match for sure.
And who's it with?
The champions
Hey,
of
folks.
Mamma Bloodbear will be named. Godiva will be named, and 2 others from from each ludus.
To be named?
By the ludus itself.
Okay. So if you send a messenger...
2 or 3. What would you prefer? He looks at the guys. 3?
3.
All right.
Okay.
Godiva and 3, and Mr. and your unicorn counts as you. How long will it take you to summon it?
Well, normally it takes a minute. However, I have a spell that's not quite as good, but will summon him immediately.
Right.
Okay,
Well, no, it just let him have mounts. It's a mount.
what,
It's like
week,
a horse for a night.
what week are you putting the fight in?
Weeks, schedules, 52. Let's do that. Or 51, sorry, 51.
Okay. It does mean that you have to call Godiva up as a tempi, and you have to put somebody on injury reserve for a 3-week period around there. But you could deal with that later.
We'll do that beforehand. So
And this is a death match.
yeah, baby.
Okay.
Any complaints?
And then how many other gladiators are you putting into this death match?
Well, actually, screw it. Might as well put. Let's put 3 more. Put the 3 more.
3 more, and then she gets to call in 3 more Mamma Bloodbear plus 3 more of equal tier.
Or whatever she wants.
Okay.
It'd be Nibbles, Ugg.
Arlen, let's not put whatever she wants, shall we? Let's be specific.
Damian, that's why I'm calling you. I leave it to you to make sure we do not get screwed over. 3 of matching level gladiators.
Alright. of equivalent
Or
rank.
lesser. Or lesser, they could be bringing the peons.
Equivalent or
Yes,
less.
equivalent or
Bring in
lesser.
3 cats if you wishes. I'd keep the cats.
Does that mean we gotta put her through the ranking first, or is it Mamma Bloodbear and her called out?
You will have to get her blooded.
She's already blooded. Look. That was a joke.
It's burned. It's not quite the same thing.
Yeah, you would have to, prior to that, at some point, you'd have to get her a, assessed.
Assessment.
Yep. Okay, this is for week 52 of the fall. Right?
Yeah, I've got assessment and deathmatch marked down as things that you need to do. Assessment, it has to be done at least by week 50. You said 51, so week 51, and the assessment would have to be done prior to week 51, so week 50 at the latest.
Vaddapol. Godiva. Just 3 more. Versus Mamma Bloodbear. And 3 more. Okay, I'm just putting it in our bets and stuff like that. 1 to question mark. Deathmatch. Okay,
All right,
excellent.
Arlen, then you guys set up the match, and you wait around just enough for messengers to go back and forth, and in between teleportations, Mamma Bloodbear wholeheartedly agrees to this.
Okay.
So, do they still have a ludus, or are they just like independents now?
Apparently the House of the Grim Goblins still has a ludus.
Okay. I'd like to take Barak Tarn, and who else is honorable?
From the
Sam?
paperwork, it appears that the Ebon Shroud is sponsoring their fights directly this season. And it's actually Lord Bane's sigil that gets placed at the bottom of the document, in addition to Mamma Bloodbear's signature.
Okay, we'll have that run over to the commissioner for scheduling.
Great. You then teleport Godiva to Fallen Stone, where she continues her charisma training. I need 9 rolls.
9 rolls?
96.
Oh, do you want the teleports?
No.
Are you good? Okay.
There's a spare teleport.
There's 3 toes. 2 spare teleports.
She's not so good at learning.
1, 2, 3
3.
successes.
Okay, she's 6 out of 8. She's almost there.
Well, maybe if I wasn't so frightened of Mamma Bloodbear, I'd learn better.
I'm assuming she's just going to go about continuing training at
Yeah.
Fallen Stone later. Yeah. Okay, so she's at Fallen Stone. We probably need another column of
Location.
Yep.
Now that we've got teleport in play.
Yep.
Just say caravan. I wouldn't say Fallen Stone because our caravan will move around, right?
Caravan, sure.
Man, you guys are evil owners. Look at the stream.
All right, so we've got the RP with goblins and RP of the Goblin Queen out of the way. That was a fun scene. We've got Radimer continuing his research. We have Damian being part of the teleportation group.
Yeah.
Damian, did you have any final words for your parents or your family before you left?
Yeah, yes, he just says, just a general goodbye. I'll miss you. I'll be careful. Don't worry, Mumsy. I'm sure father will be fine. He'll get better.
Where are you going at a time like this? She says. You should be here. Yeah, where are you going? Says your sister. As she knows that you're always getting into trouble and shit.
I am on a mission for the Duke, actually. Going to recover an artifact that will be valuable in the war in the north.
Oh, you do be careful. Tell the Duke to not send you on such dangerous missions, says your mother.
But mother, if I don't go, who else will?
Oh, I'll have to have a word with him myself.
Actually, he's been a little cranky as of late. He might not want to.
You notice Measley kind of just within earshot, but also trying to keep out of the family conversation.
Measley.
Yes, Lord Damian. He's not a lord, says Anastasia.
He shoots her a dirty look, like, hey.
She says under her breath, yet.
You'll continue to take good care of father, won't you?
Yes, to the best of my ability. When he winces like he knows he's gonna slap.
He pats him on the head like a dog.
Okay. Wincing at every touch.
Then he trips him.
Oh, good jest, my lord. Very funny.
I know, it's so funny. You're good at so many things, but falling is not one of them. You're all elbows and knees. It's hilarious.
Oh, get out of my sight, Measley. Oh, yes. And he goes crawling away underneath the stairs.
And then he gives shoots from Measley a wink, like, good job.
Yes, well, I'll go speak to this Duke to make sure that he doesn't send you on any more dangerous missions.
Mother? Avoid the Duke.
Why? She says.
Don't make me ask twice.
It's just, he's best avoided right now. He's not been himself as
The next secret mission of the circus will be rescuing Damian's mother from prison.
Right, from Noble Prison. She's like, This Duke clearly doesn't know who our family is, she says.
Mother, the Duke might not care right now.
Well, that's not right, and she sits down.
Yes,
Be right back, guys. Sorry.
it might not be right, but until we have our finances,
What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Says your sister.
you, my dear sister, are to take over high society. What else could you do? Oh, also, you should also register with the Grand Mage Vaddapol, personal friend of mine. Goes by the name Phineas Garrett. He also likes being called Eggy. It's
Yes, Father wants me to go and finish my studies, I suppose. Phineas? Eggy? All right.
Eggy, yes, he loves being called Eggy.
She looks at you. She smiles. She shrugs. She doesn't really care.
All right, kisses.
Yeah, there's also hugs and kisses, and he straightens up his jacket and goes waltzing out. Do you say anything to your father? Do you go visit your father before you leave? You're like one step out of the door, and you realize that it'll look weird if you don't.
He goes and he's like stroking his father. Father, I know you'll get well soon. And when you do, the family will be... everything will be sorted out, I promise you. I will look after it. He leans down. Because you couldn't.
You notice he hears you. Eye fluttering open.
Calm yourself. yourself. You'll have another episode.
Yeah, he's had some sort of stroke that has affected him physically, perhaps not mentally.
Oh my, it's all the better for Damian. Now, I'm sure Measley be very prompt when you soil yourself. Daily. And for feeding you, because you can't do that yourself either, can you? Oh, poor father. I feel so terrible. So terrible that this happened.
Measley's kind of like near the door, keeping a watch on the hallway outside while Damian's having a conversation. Yeah, your father looks very frustrated and is making weird noises. Kind of seething. His breathing has got very quickened.
Now,
There's a stench of fear mixed with anger, like the fight sweat.
yeah. Measley's gonna keep looking after you. Don't you worry. He's been looking after you for so long.
For some reason, Mark is deriving too much joy from this. Oh, Damian's so evil. All right.
What a little prick.
He's a prick. He easily does come over and pats up some of the drool coming out of Lord Piamo's mouth, and he's struggling a little bit against his own malady.
Be back in something like 10 minutes.
Okay. Damian taunts his father. Any last words?
Don't worry, Father. I'll be careful. I'll return alive. Because I'm strong, and I'm a great swordsman, and I know magic.
Where am I looking now? Stone shoes? I don't know what I'm looking at. No, not. I didn't catch what you're asking. If you're asking to spend a point or something, what am I looking for? If you just repeat, that'd be cool. All right, so Damian leaves and is now with his quote friends. And they begin the teleportation out of the city, leaving Barrack Tarn behind. I will move you guys just off to the north.
We didn't meet with the monks to plan out fights.
No, you haven't.
Why don't you let Barrack Tarn do it? He seems to be of similar disposition. I'm sure they won't have any trouble today.
All right. I will communicate with you daily. Let me know if there's any problems. It'll be in the night. All right. It's to Barrack Tarn. I'll do a sending basically.
Yeah, Barrack Tarn's fine if you want him to approach the other Ludai on your behalf. He's fine with that. Okay, you teleport. You spend a lot of time during this week teleporting to Terra's Lean.
Oh. Don't fight with the conclave. Just fight with the monks for now.
Got it. You give him those instructions.
Fucked them up enough.
They might be coming after.
They might be coming after us.
All right. So a bunch of teleportations happen, and you guys are once again back in Terra's Lean. Barrack Tarn is going to guard and set up fights.
Yep.
Arlen is teleporting, which brings us to Radimer is doing research. I think that's it for your turn. Give me a percentile. Did we do the percentile for the other guys? No, we didn't. I think no. I think that was last turn. We haven't done we have to close out the turn with Magnus's thing.
So Circus got a 59.
Yep. So no random event. So that bumps up to 60, and then we've got some adventuring going on with these other guys. which would catch them up. So actually, Zita, Evander, Kaid, and Rene are actually behind at this point, which is interesting. So that's not quite the end of the turn. We've got Magnus's thing, and then I think there's a teleportation that you guys wanted to do to go after Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Magnus's arraignment,
Oh, yeah.
Pennywise. Roger's not happening in the same pip where you're spending all of your power teleporting everyone around, so that'll have to wait to the next one.
Next week.
There's what the adventurers get into while they're looking around Crater Lake. So I think we'll get to those things tonight. I'm going to take a quick wash and break because my bladder's about to bust.
I just DM'd on the toilet.
Go ahead and chat with the stream about their. In fact, you could roll up a random gladiator with the stream if you wanted. One of their other
we can do
third
that.
levels. Yeah, do that.
All right, let me just get to the sheet.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Oh yeah. Okay, what's their sheet? Hold on.
All right, we need a D100.
Oh, I gotta find their sheet.
Dream. Oh yeah, their sheet. Yeah.
Stream Ludus Gladiators. Here we go. Ludus sheet. Okay, guys. Just give me the results and I'll load them in. Unless you guys are already on, then that would be kick ass. 94. Oh.
Oh
94.
wow. Yeah, I don't think that's getting vetoed. 94 gives
Okay,
us.
I'm editing in browser.
Ancient and powerful races.
Oh, sweet. Sweet Christmas.
I got it.
Roster.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still...
Anthropomorphic. Here we go. Okay, so we need a 1D12.
Slot 2. Mark, do you know why in the roster sheet they're so spread out?
No,
Like why they're not like right next to each other?
I don't.
Okay.
So we need a
Column
D12.
D.
There we go. A 1. What does that give us? 1 gives us. It's a drow. Okay.
A drow. He has 2 scimitars and likes to hunt with a panther.
No.
His name is Bob.
All right. So we've got a drow. And
I would veto that. Well, what are the other
yeah,
options?
yeah. Well, I'll let you. Yeah, some of the other options are like Minotaur, a type of Fey, a Centaur, Svirfneblin, Durgar, Drero, Ogre.
It's up to you
giant.
guys. Actually, you know what? Out of these options, Drow's not bad because they have spell-like abilities.
They have SR. That's always
SR,
cool.
yeah, it's pretty good, pretty sweet deal you guys got. It's not bad. Guy gone.
Okay. Okay.
What's the next one?
All right. I'm not seeing any vetoes, so we're gonna move on. I think Drow's perfectly good myself.
Drow's pretty good. They like Drow.
Yeah. Starting level
We keep the crow.
D100.
Starting level D100.
D100.
You're right, Lucas. It could be a noble. I don't know if we have that in the table.
It is
We
not. Yeah. I will double check that see if it's in the table. I don't think
I don't
it's in the
think it.
table.
I don't think it is. We might have to check with Marty after.
I think
49.
you know what? I think I don't see why we couldn't roll to see if it's a drow noble. I think the odds would be
It's the
slim.
odds that Marty has to provide to us. I'd say
Yeah,
maybe
it would like 1 in 10 at best.
I'd say
It's probably like
1 in 20.
more like.
Yeah,
It's probably more
a
like
D20 for roll a 20. It's a noble. Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Marty's
hopefully.
okay. 1 in 20. Roll a D20, guys. If you get a 20, it's a drow noble. Who wants to roll? Don't fuck it up. Oh, so close, so close. He knows somebody who's a noble. He knows somebody.
He's very. He's arrogant like a noble,
He's
but not quite.
He
All
worked
right,
in a noble.
so you got a some SR and spell-like abilities. So
I think we had a 49
Not-
for starting level.
Yeah.
Just back up.
we had a 49 for starting level.
Drakester rolled a 49, unless that was for something else. I don't think it was. It says, yeah, this is our level 5, 49. I don't know what 49 is on the table.
It can be if you haven't made your 5th level dude. This can be your 5th level dude. Is that what you guys want?
Okay. Male or female?
1d2.
1d2, I think, yeah.
Yeah, 1d2. Should it be? It's up to you guys. We'll give you guys a minute to figure it out. Yeah, it was
Male again.
another guy.
They're all males. Okay.
Okay, so my question to the stream right now is this going to be your 5th level dude? Yes, 5th level dude. All right, so
Okay, so starting level.
well, okay, yes. Well, technically you don't need them. It's not actually a breeding program you're running, but yeah, some variety. I understand. Yeah.
So 5th level.
All right, so yeah, this is the 5th level guy. So
What's going on?
You roll.
5th level male drow, who's not a noble.
Okay.
We're rolling for statistics next. It's roll a d8.
Yeah, we also need to
I'm gonna grab a sweater. It's freaking freezing in here.
5. I think I like that. Oh, not so much. So 3d6 placed.
It's cold, man.
Placed.
It's real cold, man.
Place one roll with 14. Ouch.
It's a balmy 64 degrees.
3d6
Alright.
placed.
Yep.
Okay, so give me the rolls.
Hang on. Let's see. Do you want a veto?
3d6 placed is not that bad.
No, 3d6 placed blows.
What?
Yes, it does.
They can train him, right?
I realized I had the
All right.
furnace off,
Okay.
my heater off.
11. Yeah, just roll it off and see what happens. 11.
Alright.
Just tell me the totals.
11, 12.
Another 11?
No. It's
11,
11,
12.
12, 17,
Okay.
15,
Okay.
8,
5.
5. Yeah.
That's why he's a slave.
5 is 14. 5 becomes a 14.
All right.
Well, it depends on his
no,
class.
It depends on the class, yeah. If he's a fighter, no one cares if he's got a, well, I guess it would be a 7 charisma, but
He's always flipping off the crowd.
yeah. Strangely, those are better stats than when we rolled.
Those are
2d6.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good stats.
Well, depending on the class.
Yeah, okay, go for a class.
Are they being entered into this row or not?
But we don't. They're placed. I don't know what they are. I put them at the.
Oh, I see.
I put them at 45.
Okay.
So they're
All
there,
right,
and
so
then we
next-
can choose.
Next is actually age. So 1d100.
How old is this motherfucker?
Big O 3.
$78, I think. Adult. Oh no, it's middle age. In middle age.
Minus one, minus one's physicals, plus one's mentals. Yeah.
-1 physical, +1 mental.
Yep. Depends what class he is. That could help. That could actually help.
Yeah, like
as
he turns out to be like
a sorcerer.
wizard.
Yeah.
So,
Sorcerer is good. Wizard's
no.
good.
well, sorcerer's got he'll have a. It's have a 16. Plus,
There's also the drow modifier. So
Are these placed or in order? They're placed.
That's
Oh, okay. Well,
placed,
then you could sorcery. You'd have a 17, an 18 with age, a 19 with ability score for level, and then
What are
plus.
you talking about? You'd have a 16 with his racial modifier.
What's the racial for drow? I haven't.
Is it placed or static, Mark?
Placed.
Oh, it is placed. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's placed.
Okay.
I don't know why I had it in my head. It was static.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah, 21 with +2.
Okay.
Yeah, could be pretty good. All right. That was age. Now starting class.
So age
So
is
D100.
what is his age? Sorry, is there a number?
No,
It'd
it's
just be
it's
middle.
Just middle.
Middle.
We'll yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure out what the number is after.
Okay.
So D100, 85. Interesting. Hybrid. All right, D10. One D10. A swashbuckler, a swashbuckling drow. You can't call. That's a pretty good roll. That's a good roll. That's my opinion. That's pretty swank.
Okay, so what's his?
Oh shit. Good charisma,
Yeah.
good dex.
Good charisma, good dex. That's a killer right there.
Who cares about everything else?
What's his primary?
Driz, is that you?
What's his primary?
His primary is swashbuckler.
So is there an archetype, or we stop to train him?
Yeah, we can still yeah, he can still be trained to Gestalt.
He has a little figurine.
All right, we'll see if there's an archetype. D100. Nemi is happy. I don't blame you. God,
That's
Driz,
pretty
is
awesome.
that you?
Gestalt sorcerer,
Yeah.
swashbuckler, or
Yeah.
bard. You could do the Damian build.
30 is no archetype.
I need someone to look up the drow bonuses. Stats.
It's +2 charisma, +2 dex, -2 con.
Okay.
They're the sexy elves.
Yeah.
I would place the stats based on what we want to train him into.
I don't know if Marty's giving bonus feats, but you might want like daylight adaptation if that's an option. Right.
68.
Nemi rolled first, so unfortunately, Drakester, we are taking his 30 over your 92. No, you can't just keep rolling until you get what you want.
Yeah,
Try
it's
that.
it's definitely
Marty just-
order of the rolls.
Who came in first? And unfortunately, it was Nemi.
What are we rolling for?
Straight swashbuckler's pretty awesome anyway. I don't. All right, sorry, D6 D20 for alignment.
What was the D30? The 30 represent?
The 30 was the if there was an archetype.
Okay. Okay.
That being said, you guys haven't vetoed anything yet, so
It's true.
When they roll awful good for alignment, they might veto that.
yeah.
Thou shalt not kill anyone.
All right. Yeah, you guys. Well, you guys can come up with an order. So. Okay. All right. So, D20 for alignment.
Comes from the same region as the Paladin Rogue.
He does get a hero point if you don't veto. I think that was the house rule. Yeah. These are all house rules, so what the fuck.
He is middle-aged, though. That's not cool for his dex, but it does help his charisma.
16 for...
For alignment?
Yeah.
Alright, that makes him...
Wait, did someone roll... Did Lucas roll a d8? Hold on. Did Lucas roll an 8?
Yeah, an 8.
Yeah, sorry, Lucas, sorry, that was first an 8.
It was an 8 first?
Yeah.
Okay, that's lawful neutral.
Alright. Well, you got a whole bunch of neutrals.
Lucas is asking if they can veto a specific role in the stats. Keeping in mind, yeah, it's...
Reroll one of the stats?
Sure. It's...
I guess. The 5? Yeah.
If that's what you guys want to spend your veto on.
I wouldn't worry about it, you can train it.
You could decide that at the end. No, actually, normally the vetoes are decided as we go. So, we'd have to stop now and then redo the 5. The 5 became a 14, although you're asking, you basically want to replace one of the other ones with a 14.
Yeah, we have a 15,
Sure.
so it would be, the lowest one would be an 8.
So there's a 3d6. And whatever you roll replaces that 5.
Yeah, but you replace that with a 5, with a 14.
And it doesn't put you back for your Gestalt training. It can stay...
That happened.
However, however you could roll 17.
Fuck yeah.
All right, fine.
Okay, that just happened.
What happened?
Okay, well, they rerolled one stat.
Okay, I'll fix the stats.
They had rolled a 5. The reroll was a 17. They're like, yeah.
They're building something.
They're building their 5th level gladiator right now. I stepped
So
away and
it's
crammed a piece of pizza in my craw.
It's a drow swashbuckler.
And then turned on the fucking heater because it's 60 degrees in my apartment right now. I'm like, why is it cold? Oh, the heater isn't on.
It's cold?
Yep. And found a sweater.
I had to
my
solve
Twitch
the
sweater.
stupid. The stupid I had to solve was my wife was mad that my father-in-law drank her half-drunk ice cap and then wanted another ice cap, so I had to go to the Tim Hortons.
She doesn't have her.
She
She doesn't have her driver's license yet.
No, I've paid for 2 trainers. I've tried training her, and she's had a car for the last 3 years. That
Okay.
yeah.
Get her a bicycle.
In the middle of February, bicycle. I want to ride my.
You know,
freeze. Fucking snowman over.
Yeah, that's true. Your Ludus is the performance combat Ludus for sure.
A bunch of high charisma dudes.
They're well, you'll
To their spreadsheet, Adam. Do you know what we're? Do you want the link?
Is it in the thing?
Stats are pretty damn
It's in
good.
the thing, but here's the link. You have the link to the Discord invite, right?
Yeah, I just don't. This is not on this computer.
Yeah, there's a feat called Piranha Strike, or where if you have the prereq is weapon finesse, and it works exactly like power attack, but it works exactly like power attack. It's for weak characters. Power attack for weaklings.
Wait a sec. Does that mean you can Piranha Strike and Power Attack at the same time?
I would guess Marty will say no.
I don't. I wasn't following. Am I looking up something?
Because if you can, guess what Damian's next feat is?
There's a bunch of builds that would take both.
Piranha Strike and Power Attack.
Yeah.
Piranha
remember this. I don't remember who had it. Oh, I think I was looking for Kaid.
Cannot be used in conjunction with power attack.
There we go. It can be used.
It cannot not be used. Ah. Yeah, I don't need to rule on things that are already written down. Fuck off, you're bothering me.
I never heard before. It was the first time I read it.
Woo.
Yeah, I saw that feat a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, fuck, I built Damian wrong.
What would you have done with the strength?
I would have put it into charisma.
Hey, Frozen.
Being not pathetically.
Did someone
weak
buy
is
the slime elf? No. So
Well, you would have had a 12. But...
none of the player-run Ludai have bought the slime elf, which means the slime elf could be purchased by the stream Ludus. I don't know if you were around for that. But here
the
is
Conclave is not wealthy right now.
Here is the spreadsheet to the link to the spreadsheet to the, what are they called? This isn't in my memory yet. The Coalition of the Black Crucible, and then the Discord invite. As an FYI, Frozen. And anyone else who wants to participate. Slime fights! Alright, what's next on this guy so we can get back to...
Somebody already picked his stats? Good. Very good.
Cool. Hit points would be 45 plus a d10. Yep.
I think he has 84. He can gestalt right away. 60.
No, he's got 83 for his base.
80?
It's your base that gets added.
Oh, okay. No.
So he's got 83 for his base, so he needs
one or rerolls. Yeah, technically we could be here all night. It is possible, theoretically. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Now, if you replace the 8 with a 14.
3. Alright, 48 hit points. Whoops. Did we... What is his alignment? Lawful neutral?
Yep.
Which means he's one step away from the Ludus alignment, and lawful neutral, he probably doesn't worship the five-phase god. We'll say he worships Saint Cuthbert.
Have we added the level points? There's stat points that we add based on level.
Nope.
He gets a +1 to an ability score. It has not been done yet.
So that would make... still, okay.
Oh, something's being said. You could get his dex to 20 with training.
Religion, he's of the same pantheon, and your god is neutral. So, actually, he is inspired by your god.
When you're saying dex to 20, do you mean base 20 before the racial mod? Or, so it's like it's max 18 before the racial mod?
I think that's what they're saying. Get the base to 20.
So 18 plus racial mod.
Don't forget, he is unfortunately middle-aged, so there's some...
-1's all over the place.
-1 to Fizz and +1 to Met.
Yep. Alright.
He still has a well-crafted figurine. Touché.
Okay, he's an indentured subject.
He's like, I call you, Pikachu.
Which means he has a debt, and once his debt is paid, he would be freed.
Cool, Lucas.
His potential A. Gestalt currently is none.
Nice.
Background. Another fisherman? What the fuck? No, I'm kidding.
Fish.
The severity of debt is medium severity.
Which is like
Alright.
50 talents.
Welcome to your generic debt. It's a mortgage.
It's a mortgage.
One talent a month.
I can either pay my mortgage or I can fight the arena. Okay, psycho. Yeah, I clicked on the link. Where did it open? There we go.
Nissan Pathfinder.
Fucking. It's got an urban background. Ooh, schmancy.
Does sound like he has a mortgage.
Could not pay debt. Not fucked over.
He's
in
an
the arena.
athlete. He was trained for this, basically. Background athlete. He was a performance artist before becoming a gladiator, which kind of makes sense with swashbuckling. Like, he was training to become like some sort of martial type character. With that strength of 7, though, holy fucking.
Was he one of those?
He was a dancer. Ballerina.
I'm thinking the play. There's the swordsman from plays Shakespearean times a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
There's a name for them. A second.
Stuntmen.
Well, basically stuntman, but they died kind of frequently because they used live blades,
Athlete.
and they'd get
That-
stabbed in the stomach.
That sucks.
Stunt swordsman.
All right, Riznar Nock is his nom de guerre is what?
Not in the face, not in the face.
His name is Knock. You said.
Or Riznar Nock.
What knockers?
Riznar, who's there?
The unseenables.
Yeah, let's just call him an acrobat. He's an acrobat. Cool. A nom de guerre, and then I think we could go back to whatever was happening. So we've got a few things that are going on as we snap back into what is happening in Vaddapol and beyond. We have Magnus's arraignment before the Archbishop of Vaddapol. We have the scrying and teleportation the Conclave wants to do upon Pennywise. And then the Circus, there is a bunch of them out in the wilderness, including Zita, Evander, Kaid, Rene, Widget, who are exploring the vicinity of Crater Lake. I think we should do the Pennywise scrying.
Okay.
So, who is being gathered at the Conclave, and where is this scrying happening? Are you going to involve Phineas or not?
I know Phineas is.
I think
Phineas was part of the ones charged with like Pennywise.
Okay. So, are you going to the Tower of the Mage to do this,
Yeah,
or
we'll go to the Tower of the Mage.
okay? And who are you bringing
Phineas
with
is a
you?
busy man.
Zed, the real Zed. Is he the one required to scry, or am I mistaken?
No, Phineas I believe is scrying.
Okay.
Yep.
Phineas is doing the scrying. Ashoka is providing the teleports and the dominates. And
Sid's going because he wants to shoot somebody.
Okay.
you're not supposed to shoot him.
Well, Sid's already at the tower, so it'll be.
That's fine. I could teleport. We could bring one other piece of muscle.
Who are you teleporting?
Zed.
I guess Phineas is not going?
I didn't expect Phineas to go. Does Phineas want to go?
Phineas doesn't want to go, but he will go if you need him.
Gracchus, Sona, Flea, Zed, Zargon. You've got some muscle to pick from.
Yep. Let's bring Gracchus. Gracchus, one of your battle companions has been lax in his training. Let's go collect him, shall we?
Alright, someone needs a spanking, sure.
Is Gracchus just going along, or is he charging some sort of fee for this? I remember everything that he's doing is negotiated, so...
It all works out at the end. It comes out in the wash.
Okay. You assemble once again at the Tower of the Sage, are you here for the Wizard Ling? Says Unwin, who kind of answers the door as people are coming in.
No. That... He is no longer of our concern.
Unwin looks relieved.
We're here to see Phineas.
Oh, he says he sees Gracchus coming in. The guards also look nervous as Gracchus comes in.
Undwin, was it?
Yes, Ashoka, and his eyes glance to Nem. Benson just growls, almost like the creature senses Undwin's unease.
Do you have a last name, Undwin?
No, he says. I'll go fetch the master. And he goes around. Come on, Benny. You're the best dog ever. Master, there's Ashoka and some four-armed beetle thing. One of their gladiators. He's here.
Ah, yes. Stick around. I will show you how to do a scrying. You're not quite there yet, but it's good for you to watch.
Scrying?
It's a longer...
Who are we gonna spy on? He whispers, like... I don't know, because it's a... He's a kid, and scrying sounds bad.
Some time back, whilst I was still a master at the Conclave of Crimson Sands, we had we were attacked by a dragon, and a few of our gladiators escaped. We are going to collect this one.
Oh, he says. He doesn't seem...
He's been condemned for his crimes.
He nods. Does he deserve it?
Well, a judge clearly thinks so.
Edwin doesn't seem to be very happy with that response, but he just bobs his head up and down because you said so. No.
Now, what you should be focusing on are the movements of my hands and the words coming out of my mouth.
That's a 5th or 6th circle spell, isn't it? Is scrying 4th?
It's 4th or 5th, depending on how you're casting it.
I will be casting it.
As a wizard. It's a 4th circle spell, he said.
Yes. As I said, still out of your abilities, but soon enough.
I think I might be able to cast a 3rd. He's been trying. He's 4th level.
Yeah. He's 3rd level.
No, he's 4th?
He's 3rd.
3rd? Am I jumping ahead?
I think you are.
He might still think he can.
Almost got it! Almost fly! And when that's a levitate. No, I swear, I'm flying!
Look, I'm flying.
Yeah, he's 3rd.
I honestly wish in the game levitate, or there's a bigger gap between some of the mobility spells that didn't come so early, so that things like levitate would actually get play.
Well, they did that they dragged everything out in Pathfinder 2.
Yeah.
Like, remember when I assumed, like, oh yeah, Druid could shape change. No, that's like a 9th level power.
Yep.
Shape, yeah, wild shape is very, very powerful.
Need to send him into the arena to get some XP. Get in there, Unwin. You fucking crit a crocodile again or something.
Just animate some books and have them attack him. You know.
Some minor just every day, a CR1 half. All right, the group of them comes down to receive Gracchus and Ashoka, and Cid is already there, chatting them up. What is Cid saying to them as Phineas walks